You can hear me, I believe. Please be able to hear me. Okay. I co-created a TBR game. My first TBR game, actually. I've never done really a TBR challenge or a TBR game before. I've always seen creators do it, and I've always been like super invested in them and like wanting to do one. But I didn't think I had like the brain capacity to creatively come up with something. People are very creative with it. They take a game that already exists and twist it into a TBR game. I've always wanted to do it. I thought they were so cool. I just had a couple issues with it. One is I'm a huge mood reader. So TBR games didn't really work for me that way because I didn't want to decide what I was reading a month before I decide it. I want to decide 5 minutes before I start reading it, you know? So if I were to ever create a TBR game, it would have need to be something that was broad enough that it would work for mood reading. And if I chose not to actually read the book, that there wasn't that big of a punishment, because I still want it to be fun. That was my main thing. So Sam over at Samantha Donovan co-created this with me and a little bit of help from the boyfriend. Now we are testing it. I've never done one of these before, so if it's confusing and if you need more details or anything like that, leave a comment below. I will try my best to explain, and I will put some details in the description, or at least I will try to. Yeah, I'm at least gonna be linking Sam down below because Sam created all the graphics for me. This giant game right here is Blood on the Clocktower. This was created in it's a recent game, 2022, and it was a Kickstarter. And it is a deception-based game, so it's similar to your games that are like Werewolf, a Secret Hitler, Mafia, deception-based, large groups of people. You have a good and a bad. There are multiple game modes in this. I chose to just start with one. We'll see how it goes for the TBR. And in the future, things can be changed and game modes can be switched. And we have somehow taken this and turned it into a TBR game, though there is no deception in the TBR. But there are characters in this game, and each character has now been assigned a reading prompt. Blood on the Clocktower is a really fun game. I really, really love it. And this is entirely inspired off of this game. I also didn't want to spend a ton of money. And I don't have artistic drawing skills. So I wanted not to have to make a board or print a bunch of cards, but still have something physical to play with. There are 3 main editions in the box that you get, and the edition that I based the TBR game off of is actually this edition right here called Brewing. These are all the actual characters in the game you can be. You have your townsfolk, you have your outliers, you have your minions, and you have the imp. Now, the fun part was turning all of this into reading prompts. So I am just literally using the tokens from the game itself for the TBR game. I am basically playing as the most normal townsfolk person. Book girly, I guess, would be my character token. And there are 4 categories of people or prompts I can get. The one demon, the most important one, is the imp. This is the demon. This is like the bad guy of the game. This is who you're trying to suss out. Basically, the imp, if I draw this, I'm screwed. The imp can kill me, so if I don't complete the imp challenge or the imp prompt, I die, and that makes my next month's game even harder because I have to play it as a ghost. I really don't want the imp. The imp's challenge is the hardest challenge, it's the hardest prompt, and I really don't want it. The Sam, my co-creator of this TBR game, inspired by Blood on the Clocktower, which I think we're calling Blood on the Bookshelf. If we vibe with that, what's the vibe? Let's workshop it. Blood on the Bookshelf, I think. Sam has jinxed me and says I'm gonna pull the imp first. So Sam, if you did that, I'm gonna be very mad. Basically, you have four sets of things. We have the imp or the demon. There are minions, which can be the poisoner, the baron, the spy, or the scarlet woman. Each of these will negatively affect my TBR if they're pulled. With caveats, they all have special little game mechanics that they do. You then have a category in the game called the Outsiders, which would be the recluse, the butler, the saint, and the drunk. Each of these is basically a category of something from the outside is gonna affect my TBR. So like spinning wheels, other people deciding, vote-based, things like that. We then have all the townsfolk, which there's a lot. Let's start with, we have the fortune teller, the empath, the soldier, the washerwoman, investigator, the mayor, the chef, the ravenskeeper, the slayer, the virgin, the monk, the undertaker, and the librarian. Each of these have a different prompt and challenge associated with it. Each month I am pulling 5. If I am falling behind and I am a mood reader and I really don't feel like reading that anymore, there is a challenge I can do instead of the prompt. Each one has a different one. But the Imp. The Imp is the only one that if I do not complete the Imp's challenge, I just die. So that's fun. And then I become a ghost for the next round. And if that happens, which it probably will, I will explain the ghost mechanic later on in a video. I'll put it in the details description now if you want that info. I don't feel like it's complicated. The 3 of us who like were putting our heads together and like coming with prompts and stuff are people who have all played Blood on the Clocktower. So I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I don't want it to be overly complicated. There are certain things that can happen. There are certain tokens that do certain things. There's no game board. It's just I'm hoping to pull 5 tokens and I really hope one isn't the Imp. Other tokens can affect things with game mechanics. There's challenges, there's prompts. It's gonna be fun, hopefully. You guys also, I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so let's start this. We are pulling for June. Now that we've got like all the fun stuff out of the way. June, what do I have going on? There are some books I want to read already that are like on my list of like things I'm hoping for. Pride Month. I'm also doing a diamond painting for Pride Month, basically, where I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to complete a sapphic diamond painting that I have that I've been wanting to do forever. It's these 2 like elf girls in a library. It's like dark academia-esque, and I'm in love with the artwork and I've been wanting to do it forever, and I actually want to hang it in my library. So I was gonna try to find a book that I could read along with that. So if I could find like a fantasy, a queer fantasy, like, or a queer dark academia book that would somehow fit into any of these prompts, I'm gonna try to do it so I can read or listen to the audiobook while doing that diamond painting. I swear to God, Sam, you put that juju out there that I'm gonna pull the Imp on my first one, and if I do, I'm gonna be very upset. Shall we try? Okay, let's go. First one. I have a bad feeling. Do I just do it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, our first pull, the Virgin. Fun. The Virgin prompt is spice rating. So every time I pull the Virgin token in future runs, basically the spice rating is gonna go up a pepper. So we start at 0 spice, and if I pull the Virgin again next month, I will have to read a 1 like level spiced book. So basically I have to find something with no spice in it. There's some YA books or something I can choose. Each one, also because it's our first, has a challenge. So if I don't want to read this book, I could do the challenge instead. The challenge for this one is to try something new. I thought was funny for the Virgin, but also like it could just be something like trying a new coffee place or like going out of my bubble a little bit because I just moved. I don't know anything around me. So it was more of a prompt to try to get me out of my comfort zone a little bit. Go to like a new restaurant or a new coffee shop or a new bookstore or something like that. So I could do that instead of reading whatever book I choose for the Virgin. Okay, I have our first pick for the Virgin. I'm actually going to go with The Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. I've never read an Aiden Thomas book. This was a gift from Joanna. I believe this is one of her favorite authors. And I did meet Aiden Thomas at Y'all West, and he was a delightful person. So I thought maybe we should try a YA book that I've had on my shelf for a while that I haven't got like read yet. I hope there is no spice in this. It is a YA book, though I do not know completely. I'm also trying to pick a lot of queer books for June for Pride Month, though I am an advocate for reading Pride all year, read queer all year. I just thought it'd be fun to try to do a lot of queer books specifically for this TBR game. The Sunbearer Trials, which has a stunning cover. Only the most powerful and honorable semi-diocese gets chosen. I'm just a jade. I'm not a real hero. As each new decade begins, the sun's power must be replenished so that the soul can keep traveling along the sky and keep the chaotic obsidian gods at bay. Soul selects 10 of the most worthy semi-diocese to compete in the Sunbearer Trials. The winner carries light and life to all the temples of Reino del Sol, but the loser has the greatest honor of all. They will be sacrificed to Sol, their body melted down to refuel the sun's stones, protecting the world for another 10 years. Tio, a 17-year-old Jade Semidios, and the trans son of the goddess of birds, isn't worried about the trials, at least not for himself. His best friend Naya is a gold Semidios and a shoo-in for the trials, and while he trusts her abilities, the odds of becoming the sacrifice are 1 in 10. So it's a competition trial of young people. We have gods, we have powers, we have a beautiful cover, we have some trans representation. I believe this is going to be my first pick for my TBR game and for the Virgin. Let's go. Second one. I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty scared. I don't do TBRs well. Be so nice to me. This is my first TBR game. Don't make me pull a minion or an imp. There's so many. The odds of pulling a townsfolk or an outsider are so much higher. Just do that for me. I pulled 2, but I saw 1, so I will get the one that I saw. And it is an outsider. And I pulled the drunk. I love the drunk. I'm usually, if you've ever played Blood on the Clocktower, I'm usually actually the storyteller, so I don't play with the people. I'm the one controlling what happens to everyone. And I love a drunk. I love having a drunk. I love making someone the drunk. It's a fun game. But in this version, in this TBR game, the drunk is one of our outsiders. Oh shit. I actually hate this prompt. Okay, it's fun. It's whatever. The drunk is a randomized TBR. The challenge, if I don't want to read this book, is to make a drink inspired by a book or boozy sprints with Sam. Let's put the drunk in our little box here. These are Velcro backs. This is such a cool game, by the way. Like, Blood on the Clocktower is such a cool game. Anyways, he goes tiered now because he's our second pick. This isn't one I get to pick. It's an outside force because I'm drunk. I thought about the challenge for this would just be taking shots, but then I didn't know how that would work for a video. Okay, I have to randomly pick a book. I can either do like spinning and like pointing. I have a TBR shelf on like Goodreads, but it's not super updated. I last updated it before I moved. Well, my bookshelf has changed quite a bit. I can also do a randomizer for shelf and then shelf number and then book. And it's a randomized TBR, so it has to be a book. I haven't read yet. We're gonna have to get active on this one. The drunk is getting active, okay? You can't see very well behind me, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves, right? This 5th shelf is completely full of red books, so I'm not even gonna count that one. I'm just gonna do basically out of 5. I will count the spinning bookshelf as 1, 2, because there isn't much on my first shelf for my spinning. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 5. 3. So 1, 2, it would be this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. I can roll a dice for that one. I think it's fun to be chaotic. I have a D6. Hello? Okay, I have a D6 here. I'm gonna roll it. I'm actually gonna roll it in here. 4. You probably can't see that, but it does say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've read all of those. 1. Oh shit. Okay. There is a book on my shelf 1 up there that is an imp book on my TBR. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 books up there that I have not read yet. That would be on my physical TBR. I am gonna roll a D20. We're gonna go with this one. So I'm rolling a D20. A 12. What is my 12th unread book on that shelf? I'm scared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. Actually, this works so well. It works so well. Like, beautifully. The fates are speaking today, and the fates are happy with us because they picked Don't Want You Like a Best Friend, which is a sapphic romance. I have started reading this. I think I got a couple chapters into it while I was on vacation. I did like it, but I never finished it. So I would like to. And it's a sapphic romance, which is perfect for June. There's basically 2 girls. One of them is a couple seasons in, Gwen. There's Gwen and Beth. Yes. Gwen is on her 4th season. Beth is on her 1st. Beth only has 1 season to find a wealthy husband. Gwen is like, I don't want a husband. I'm kind of just here to cause chaos, right? So it's kind of a mix of The Parent Trap a little bit because the two girls decide to try to get their parents to actually remarry each other. There might be like a little romance also brewing between the two girls as they try to do this scheme. So I can't wait. I really was so excited to read this. Got a couple chapters in, life got too busy. I had to put it down, couldn't remember a thing, needed to restart it. So it's been on my shelf since then. And now it's time to read it for June. There couldn't have been a better drunk pick. Honestly, I'm very, very thrilled with that one. Let's continue on. Guys, it's going so well. Knock on wood. Knock on wood right now. One is stuck to me. I have 2 outsiders already? That's so stupid. Okay. The Butler. Okay. I can't, this is also one where an outside force is going to pick the book, and I can't remember exactly. It's someone else picks. Sam, I'm gonna message you right now. We'll see if you answer. I can also just pull up, she sent me a list of Sam recommendations, and she said if I ever pull these and don't have anybody around me to pick really fast, I can just pick from one of those. But I know if I ask her, I know what, okay. Sam, are you available? Oh, she just saw it. Okay, perfect. Are you available? She said, available in what way? And I said, I pulled the Butler. And she went, ha ha. So Sam is gonna give me a rec. I need a rec, or I can choose one. I have a feeling. A Vow and Vengeance. I knew it. Literally not. I'm showing our messages, Sam. I hope you don't care. Hold on. Let's talk about A Vow and Vengeance. Okay. This is perfect though, because I already own this book. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to show you the full message now. Anyways, that's Sam. I downloaded this audiobook. I don't own the physical book though. I do have the audiobook, which is good. I'm only picking books I already own, which is fantastic. I got halfway through the prologue and then didn't finish it. I have it here. Can you see that? A Vow and Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez. This is book 1 in the Immortal Desires series, trilogy. What is it gonna be? Only book 1 is out. Okay, I actually don't know. This is one of Sam's new favorite books. So she's been yelling at me to read it for forever. I did buy the audiobook, so I have it already, which is nice. And as soon as I drew Butler and I knew I was gonna have to ask Sam for a rec, I knew. I knew this is what she was gonna pick. I also want to, for future cases, if you have a rec for me you would like me to add to the TBR game, put it down below. Thank you. Deadly Tarot, Wicked Schemes, Dangerous Allies, Alliances. My goodness, Dangerous Alliances. Can you survive the Forge? Sexy, action-packed, and brimming with magic, A Vow and Vengeance is an unputdownable romantasy debut. Rune Riker has nothing left to lose. Everything's been stolen by the Immortals, her family, her home, her freedom, but she's done playing by their rules. Each year, humans are forced to journey into the immortal realms, but 20-year-old Rune orchestrates her own selection. Determined to find her family and destroy anybody who stands in her way, Rune is used to doing whatever it takes to survive, and now she must endure the Forge, a cutthroat college for immortal druids, elusive tarot magic. When Rune's magic reveals itself to be the rarest and most powerful, she must live with its only other wielder, Prince Draven. Draven? As arrogant as he is ruthlessly ambitious, he is the last person she can trust. Okay. Sam, I feel like this is going to be a 5-star. Really, I do. It's tarot magic, academia-ish, magic-y, romantasy vibes, and that is totally my thing. So, Sam, thank you for the rec. Honestly, I'm okay with 2 outsiders, because I got 2 really good picks for those, okay? Let's see. I feel like I have a weird selection. I have the Virgin, the Drunk, and the Butler. There are 4 outsiders. 4, and I've now gotten 3 of them. This is the Recluse. Okay. It's fine. No, it's nice. It's nice. I can't, this is just the outsiders. It wants other things to choose for me, which doesn't help with me wanting to pick certain books because I have no ability to do it. Literally. Okay, I kind of wanted a Minion. I kind of wanted to spice it up for a little bit. We're just getting literally freaking outsiders. The Recluse. And the challenge for this is no social media for a day if I don't want to read this book. So basically, I have to toss a coin. A Recluse can be good or bad. In the future, I'm thinking of creating a 1 through 20 list and rolling a dice for it, mixed with good books and bad books. I am going to toss a coin. Basically, I'm going to pick one good book and one bad book. Bad, as in like an intimidating or scary book or something like that. This is also a book that was sent to me by Sam. This is The Just Said Air by Sarah Hashim. I believe this is a queer fantasy. It doesn't sound queer. I don't know why I thought it was. It's fine. It's a fantasy. This is my good. This is my bad. This is Between Two Kings, a spit or swallow novel by Lindsay Straub. I recently read the first book. I gave the first book 1 star. This is my bad because I hated the first book. I own both of them, so I want to just finish the series. And they're pretty covers. I like the covers, okay? But oh my god, was the first book really bad. It's not a book I'm like excited to read, but it's a book I should read because it's on my shelf and it's a series I just need to finish because I already bought the books before reading the first one, like the amateur that I am. So we're going to flip a coin. I have this. This is actually a token from Blood on the Clocktower. We're going to call white The Just Said Air. We're going to call purple Between Two Kings. Yeah? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, white. Okay, beautiful. We get the good pick. I like it. The Just Said Air. Okay, this is going so well. In theory, I only have 1 more pull. In reality, it could be 3 more if it's a specific token that I pull. There are tokens that will make me draw more. Specifically, the Baron will make me draw 2 more book prompts for that month. I haven't drawn any minions or the Imp, so knock on wood. Just every single outsider, but the Saint. So can I not draw the Saint? That'd be great. Okay, hold on. We gotta do the shaky. Well, it's not an outsider. This is the Empath. Woo! Okay, I actually don't remember what the prompt is for this one, so I gotta look it up. A book you'll think you'll love. The challenge is a self-care moment or night, and I freaking love this one. Basically, Empath is like a 5-star prediction. Like a book I really think I'm gonna like. So let's put the little Empath in here. Oh my goodness, such a good pull. Honestly, such a good pull. There was a book that was recently sent to me on NetGalley. You know what I just realized? I have this author's other books on my shelf and I've never read them. This right here, The Siren's Kiss by Leslie Vedder, is a sapphic pirate and mermaid romance. Pirates of the Caribbean meets The Little Mermaid in this swashbuckling sapphic fantasy. It also only has 28 reviews. So I'd be getting it ahead of time. This will not be released until September of 26. Let me tell you a little bit about it. 3 years ago, Deadshot Rayleigh laid hands on the legendary ruby, the Siren's Kiss, and suffered the wrath of the sea god, red-handed Roger, now bound as captain of his cursed ship. The revenant 18-year-old Haley hatches a plan to win her freedom. Everyone knows that the red-handed Roger's heart was stolen by the sea witch. If she can get it back, she can barter her release. But Rayleigh, isn't the only one with a score to settle. Fiery mermaid Marin lost her brother to the sea witch, and she's come to the surface to get him back and save the last remaining mermaids at all cost. It's a really new one on my radar. Like, I just saw this on NetGalley and requested it, and they sent it to me. I have other books by Leslie Vedder on my shelf as well, and I've been wanting to read them. It's pirates and mermaids and sapphic, and I feel like that's the perfect summary book to read, you know? Oh my god. That's it. That's it. That's crazy. Are these the only 5 books I'm going to read in June? Hopefully not. But I mean, there's all my tokens. But those are my 5 pulls. Ugh. I did get 3 outsiders, but I do think it's a good bunch. I got the Virgin, the Butler, the Drunk, the Empath, and the Recluse. I think that's a good pull for my first TBR game. There are no minions to light things on fire, and the Imp to make me literally want to burn the world down. Oh my goodness. That went really well, I think. Did it make sense? Does it make sense to you? Is it confusing? Do you think I need to like elaborate on it or anything? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. And a lot of this, so like the challenges and the reading, I will have reading vlogs for. And then next month, when July, ooh, it's so crazy, we're in July already, I will wrap up basically these 5 books and then pull the next 5, and unless I pull the Baron, then it'll be 7 tokens. I need to read 14 books a month to catch up on my reading goal. That needs to happen. So I will be reading a lot more, hopefully, on my reading vlogs. Recommendations down below for either books I should add to specific characters, like the Butler, for recommendations, or kind of want like a recommendations jar that I can like pull out of like a piece of paper in. I think that would be cute for one of these. I'm so excited to finally have a TBR game. And if you want to see my progress on these, and if I don't finish them, I will be doing the challenges, and the challenges will be in my bi-weekly vlogs. One day, if I ever get the chef one and I have to do the challenge, that one's gonna be really fun. That is literally, I have to do a cooking show. I will see you in another month for my next TBR game too, if that's all you're interested in. That's fine. I understand. I'm gonna keep on track of it. We're gonna be on top of it. We're gonna do it. Bye! Ugh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Ugh.